Okay, a bit of fun, guys, towards the end of the day. So if you could only choose one lead generation source for the rest of your estate agency career, and there's only one up for grabs for each of you, so you can't all pick the same thing, what are you going for?
CompSlip.
Oh, savage.
Who had £10 on CompSlip?
CompSlip.
Bastard.
CompSlip all
Have
day.
you not got Teabag, Dan?
It's Teabag and CompSlip.
Yeah, hand in hand. If
I'll
they're
bring
on
the
their own, they're nothing.
Teabag and Kit Kat.
I'll take the CompSlip if you teabag.
Yeah, but my Teabag goes with my CompSlip. Bastard.
I'd go CompSlip all day long. For me, it's worked since day one. It's trusted, trial trusted. It works. It gets me listings. It's got me numerous listings, got me through numerous doors, numerous conversations, which have bred other listings off the back of obviously good results from, working on behalf of people that have given me that opportunity. So yeah, like for me, that's what I started with and that's what I'll end with. Hopefully not too soon, but.
Well, CompSlips are well and truly off the table by the sounds of it. Dan. So you have to go different route here, Dan.
Well, for me, I've grown my business on videos, so I would just keep smashing out my videos. Bish, bash, bosh. That's what I would do every week without fail, because I can't take CompSlips and Teabags. So
Not bitter on it at all.
no, not at all.
No teabagging, just smashing out the videos.
I love no, Teabags for a Saturday. Come on, Teabags Saturday night only.
Brilliant.
No jokes, right? Straight face, no jokes on that one. Jax, how about yourself?
Jax,
Please don't
what
mention teabagging.
I was going to say Kit Kat. No.
Two
no.
fingers, four fingers.
Do you know what? I'm going to go a little bit out there because I think it's easy to say the obvious, but actually I'm going to go for boards.
Okay.
Because I believe boards breed boards.
Great shout.
So I've listed quite all my properties have all
Personal
my boards.
ones or just?
I don't think many people want to see this face
Of course
around.
they do.
Nah.
Yeah.
No, I'd go for normal boards.
Yeah.
I think people can go for face boards. Brilliant. Not for me. But I think boards.
Do you struggle?
definitely.
Do any of your clients kick back on boards?
Say that again.
Do any of your clients kick back on
People
boards?
do. It really gets my gears.
Don't want the neighbours to know
Don't
we're
want the
selling.
neighbours to know, but you're
I've had a few recently.
And social media.
I'm not. I do think I'm all about setting up the system and setting up how
Part
it
of the
looks,
process,
part of
yeah,
the process. As long as you educate the customer correctly, I think you'll never have any issues. Personally, I've never had any issues. They get a board. They get a board.
Yeah.
But I do think boards breed boards.
100%.
I've listed quite a few this month and I've had people ringing me on the back of people seeing my boards in the area.
Right.
And I suppose as well, if you're looking at condensed populations, the more boards you get in them condensed populations, the more you're going to succeed, I believe.
You've got a hole in your plan there.
Okay, go for it.
How'd you get your first board?
Oh, okay.
Nan,
I'm just going to stick it in someone's garden, to be honest.
did you not put any up at your family's addresses?
Oh, that's a very good
Good
plan.
shout.
No, I was lucky that I was able to list a property quite quickly.
See, first rule of estate agency, it was never lucky. It was all skill.
Yes,
You worked hard, and it was all
skilled.
skill when you got that first
Yeah.
board.
Stick one in your own front garden or window.
Yeah.
I have a Agency UK in my window in the office. It's a sold on it, but
Yeah, of course.
it's,
Yeah.
with my face on it.
There you go. why wouldn't you put your face on the board? That's best advertising you got. This is the
I
brand.
don't
This pays
think
the
many
bills.
people want to be seeing this face
Yeah,
around
of course
St.
they
They
do.
Helens.
are, absolutely.
Of course they do.
Absolutely.
Stand out, purple cow.
What do you? Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of the face on the board.
Do you not have
I'm
it?
going to be honest. Nah,
I didn't want to have it, but why?
I just find it very.
You want to be different from the high street estate agent. Go. I mean, it's personal preference, isn't it? But
Yeah, of course.
When I see it, it's a bit. I'm a bit cringy, and my daughter says, "Dad, I see you every day on the way to school on the bus." There you go.
I think that's great though about even us having this conversation now. There's things that I don't necessarily like or I wouldn't necessarily do in my business that you would do, Dan, in your business, Jax, you would do in your business. But for me, that's a great example of how we all do things differently.
Correct.
And it gives us the opportunity to pick up the phone to one another and actually have that conversation. What are you doing? We're not the same. We're all
sharing those
different
ideas.
people. We're all different business
CompSlips
owners.
work for you, boards work
Yeah.
for you. We all laugh and joke about Teabags and Kit
Yeah.
Kats, but if I hadn't done it,
It's
four
been
instructions
di-
off the back of it,
It's
it
been
works.
different.
It's
But
it's having those ideas to go, do you know what? I'll try that CompSlip.
Yeah.
I'll try that board.
And I think that's the key thing, trying something different.
It's sharing
most
those
people,
ideas.
what's that, saying do the same things, get the same results. But actually people won't do anything different, or they're too scared to try something different. And we've had, people talk about door knocking today and the fear behind door knocking and the fear of rejection. But actually I can't remember the last time someone's really giving me an earful on their doorstep. And it doesn't really happen. You know, if you approach that conversation rightly, for me, knock on that door, step back, have a business card and just have a gentle conversation. It's how you approach it. I think if you're there and I think the way we're dressed today, for me, that's a massive point in the self-employed model. You know, I'm so glad I don't have to wear a suit anymore. And I spoke to someone today and I've sold listings up to £3 million. And I've dressed exactly the same. Trainers, jeans, jumper. And I think people sometimes, and I did question myself, should I dress a little bit smarter for this appointment? But actually, when I asked the clients at the end of the transaction, you know, how did you think, in terms of my presentation, they were like, loved it. You know, you didn't turn up in a
I think it's more personable. It makes you human rather than just
100%.
someone there trying to take your money.
They're more receptive to talk to you, I think.
Correct, yeah. I mean, I did the exact same. I think I had an evening appointment, I think it was last Wednesday, and it was 8 o'clock evening appointment, and I'd had an admin day all day. I squeezed in very last minute. So I did make the phone call initially to say, look, I do apologise. I have been sat behind my computer all day. I am a little bit more casual today than I usually would do. However, they just came and was like, absolutely fine. We're the exact same. And ended up going in, had my tea there, and won the listing. So, I think
it's more about what comes out your mouth as well.
Yeah.
I mean, once you start talking and once you start demonstrating your knowledge and what you know and how you are as a person,
definitely
what you're wearing to a degree is almost irrelevant. You know, it's you know, actually, I've done a viewing in a tracksuit before, you know, because it was my admin day. She wanted to come back and second view. I said, that's fine, but I'm in a tracksuit
with me.
Was it velour?
It was
juicy.
It had juicy on the bum.
Juicy.
Yeah.
She really liked it.
I think from the back
Did a little bit of break dancing. Yeah.
I think also just on the back
Diamantes
of
as well.
what Dan was saying as well, like just bringing it back to the previous question you mentioned about is talk great. In actual fact, I think what you were mentioning earlier, the benefit that we've got is that we've got people around us. So we can see success stories. We can go and speak to someone who's doing really well down in Bournemouth. Or I can come and speak to Dan in Poynton, or I can come and speak to Dan, obviously in Croydon. Croydon. So the benefit is that we've got that community of people who are like-minded and maybe trying something different.
100%.
That we can then go, oh, actually, that's working for Dan. I'm going to go and take that and use that myself.
Success leads to clues, doesn't it? So it's
absolutely.
It's try it and see if it works.
It's like training though, isn't it? We've all been on so many training courses. But actually, if you strip it back with what you're being taught on training courses or seminars, they're all basically delivering exactly the same message, just in a different format, which makes you think sometimes, why am I paying for this again? But it's actually, it's more about, but you don't go and do it. And if you just take one thing away and implement that, just, you know, for instance, today I've spoke to 3 or 4 different agents I haven't, you know, seen face to face before, and I've listened to what they're doing, and it's like, for me, okay, but if I don't take something away from today and go and do that and try that, you know, you can't expect for your results to change.
You've got to take it and go, oh, that's a great idea. But then you've got to implement it.
But the benefit of that is having all of these great people around us but not having thousands of people as some brokerages have, you know. I don't see us as a
telling
brokerage.
You this is what you should do.
I see us as all business owners just able to have a conversation about what works for you, what don't work for you. Equally, when you're having a bad day, you can pick up the phone and, you know, have a conversation with someone. They can bring you up, and you know, it's we've probably gone off on a bit of a tandem, but you know, that's what it brings out of you. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
It's great to hear. Dan, Jax, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Thank you.